because I don't know what's coming next, so I'm as surprised as you. I know the majority of them are nice and easy, and then we're going to do a bit of breathing work at the end. So at the breathing work at the end, some people struggle with the breathing, don't like closing their eyes or relaxing. It's entirely up to you. If you want to stop early, that's absolutely fine, but I would challenge you to give it a whirl. As always, just do what you can. Um, Not testing today, not testing at all. Nice and easy. Doesn't happen often, but we'll go easy today. Um, I'm going to put a pound in the jar every time I say M today. If you want to say an M, it's my pause thought. Right, we'll get started. We're going to start off with our footwork. So we're going to start off with just foot torques. That's a done pound. All we're going to do is just start rocking and rolling from side to side there. Just try to get the weight through the big toe and then back on the heel. Feet are probably about shoulder width apart. What I've been seeing a lot in the clinic lately has been that people just try to go really super fast and they're just basically spinning the hips, but really try and adventure with the knee. So really try and get that knee over the toes by pulling the hips back as well. It's not just the knees, it's not just the hips, it's the shoulders that are all moving together as well. And what we're trying to do is we're really trying to make a good footprint with the ground. We're trying to make the footprint nice and wide as we can when we come forward, and a little bit narrower, but deep into the back of the heel when we go back the way. 10 seconds. Good work. And when we're going to go into our next drill, which is going to be our pronation lunge, just off that right leg. So we could turn 90 degrees, and then we're just going to go into the pronation lunge and back out. And as we come forward, we're going to lift our back heel off the ground. So lift the back heel over onto the toe, and then back out. And I challenge again to slow it right down. So enjoy spending time in this position here at the front, so we're really over the foot. And just when you're ready, rock back out. All the way over, and then back out. As you come forward, just double check that you're not gripping for dear life with the toes. Let the toes go nice and long, and then come back out. So weight shifts over, wiggle the toes, and back out. Over, on, release the toes, and back out. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs over. Job, switching legs over. Left leg's going to be forward this time. So left leg forward. We're in. Job. Again, adventure forward. When we come forward, have a little wiggle of the toes, get nice and long, then back out. Forward, wiggle the toes, then back out. Rotate right onto that hip today. Must have started early today. 5 seconds. Nation lunge. So anyone just arrived, mobility today, go at your own speed, working through onto the foot, then back out. 20 seconds, guys. So lots of exercises today that are going to be based on a bit of a flow, of a mobility flow, just getting race ready or moving house recovery, all the things that come across in life. We're just going to get ourselves moving through different ranges today. 3, 2, 1. We're going down right leg forward, long kneeling, and we're just going to shift our weight forward and then back out. Shift the weight forward. I want to really lean through that front leg. As we go forward, we're shifting our weight onto that foot. The heel doesn't come off the ground, so you only go as far as your ankle joint allows you to go. And you're letting the knee rotate round towards the big toe. So we're not just jamming straight forward, we're rotating over towards that large toe, the first metatarsal itself. That toe back out. and really push into that stretch and back. And you'll feel the back of the Achilles, back of the calf. Just get a nice stretch as we come forward. Don't be in a rush to get off that stretch. So come on to the stretch, hold, and then just push back out. When you're pushing back out, push from the ground up. So really try and push that foot into the earth, into the ground. 3, 2, 1, switch over. And again, all the way on that front leg. So, try and rotate. Try and rotate. Toes stay long, try and make sure they don't grip the ground. And we're spreading that foot wide as we come forward. Okay. Cross flexion, get some knee flexion, get some hip flexion as well. Just really working through that joint range. 3, 2, 1. Both feet back in the rock backs. So what we're going to do is have the feet shoulder apart. I'm going to sit back on my heels and then just bring ourselves forward again. So really stretch back and then forward. Don't be in a hurry to come out of the stretch, so you want to hold it there for a bit longer. You can use your breath, breathing out as we sit back. Nice breath in as we come forward. Again, no right or wrong. You can have the feet down flat, you can have the feet rotated out, you can have the toes tucked under. You can play about with the different stretch you'll get, you'll be in different positions. That's fine. You tuck the toes underneath. It can kind of do a nice little stretch for that big toes as well. So really explore different movements itself there. Just shifting the weight back, pushing with the hands, press into the ground, stretching through the quads, closing off through the heel. Have a nice little stretch. You might even alternate between doing one in the feet and plantar flex, one with the feet tucked under, one feet tucked under, foot flex. Play about with the movement. Sit back into the heels and back out. Into the heels and back out. 3, 2, 1. We're going to tuck our toes underneath. All we're going to do is push yourself up in the downward dog. And we're just going to walk our feet out. So march through the calves itself there. Try to drive that heels down. Push the hips up as high as you can go. Pressing that foot down as much as you can. If you need to take the feet in a little bit, please do. If you need to adjust your position with the hands, please do. Just march out that feet. Pressing heels straight down. Trying to keep the big toe grounded the whole time. Keeping the hands grounded the whole time. Pushing the hip up towards the roof. Long with the back. Next, we're going to do is swing our front leg forward into long pigeon. So left leg comes forward, right foot stays out. And all we're going to do is we're just going to sit, try and drop our chest down, and then bring ourselves back up. Drop ourselves down into the stretch, and then bring ourselves back up. Drop down into the stretch, deep in the hip, and then back out. Okay, into the stretch. Feel that glute get a good stretch, get an opener. Hold it here for a bit longer, and then come back. Bring it back down, go. Feel that stretch into the hip, nice opener. 10 seconds, down, hold, stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up, change over, right leg forward. And again, we're just going to drop down to our elbows, okay? So down to our elbows, feel it stretch into the hip, and then back. Down, letting the chest drop close to the ground. If you can, pull your ankles through, bring up as high as you feel comfortable going, and back. Down, chest to ground, and back. Hold, down, hold, stay here for a bit longer. Long through the spine, long through the hip. Try and drop that hip out to the side. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Into long plank position. We're going to step our left foot through, and we're just going to rotate off that left hand side. So we're going to rotate the left hand through, and then back down. So we're really trying to sit into that stretch. Try and, if you can, really lengthen the back leg out so you feel the front leg have a bit of a stretch into the groin, into the hip. Looking with the hand. So as the hand rotates round, your eye goes with the thumb. And if you can, just retake your position, slide that back leg forward, back, and the front leg forward, and another step. Three, 2, 1, and switch over. Right leg forward, left leg back down. You really try and get your length first of all. So squidge the foot forward, get your back foot back, off we go. Have that back leg press into the ground as you rotate round. Eye gaze is on the thumb. Keep watching that thumb as much as you can. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go to 90-90 rolls next. So just set your hips up. So 90-90 rolls. We're in this position here. And we're going up over towards the opposite side and get a reach in there as well. Again, up over, reach towards the side. Over, reach. Over. If you can do it without a hand hold, please do really work on that hip rotation. You might also want to bring up the back heel as you reach over. Get an extra internal rotation stretch there. Not the one about your throat for a while, missing it. Whoa. You've got tall with the chest as much as we can. Really get that internal rotation. Just go to where you feel comfortable going. 3, 2, 1. We're onto our back, so we're at a piriformis stretch. So our left leg goes across the right, and we're just going to hold on to that leg there. Now we're going to do the stretch and drop back down. If you wish to as well, have a hand just pressing and inviting your left hand leg to go out further as we're working here. Ready, off we go. Stretch up, stretch down. Try and keep your head nice and relaxed the whole time. And the piriformis is the muscle we're stretching, so it should be the left leg that we're really trying to push away from our body itself there. Range, good job. Push that hip away if you can, so really take up the tension. Work through range. Seconds. Squeeze that piriformis away. Stretch that hamstring through. 3, 2, 1. Switch over. And you might find like me that one side isn't stretched as much. You might just have to hang out in this stretch here without lifting the leg off the ground. So if you can, lift up and straighten out. If you can't, just hold this position here. Put the tension down through that right hand hip in this instance here. Breathing nice and controlled, nice and relaxed. Really stretching into that hip external rotator. So the ones that take the hip out the way, we're stretching there. 30 seconds, guys. Relax the head back. Hold the leg high if you can. Push that knee away. Don't force it, just convince it. Three, two, one. Slowly make your way to your feet. And we're just going to go into a forward fold. So stand up nice and tall. All we're going to do is a deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're just rolling down and we're just going to hang out in this position here, keeping our hips as high as we can. And we're just going to try and get towards the floor and just going to hang out here. Keep your breathing nice and controlled. As you breathe in, you're going away from your toes. As you breathe out, we're going towards our toes. And we're just doing that stretch down the whole posterior chain into the glutes, lower back, hamstrings, calves. Keep your feet nice and heavy, push the hips high, keep it active, keep it intentful. Deep breath in. Aim towards the feet, your ankles, the floor, whatever you can get to. Convince the hips to stay high. Deep breath in. Really control that breath work. Get closer to that toes that you can. Just feel that stretch increasing with time. Nice long deep breaths. Three, two, one. Okay. Stay going down to hands and knees. And it's going to be cars off the legs. So cars in one direction. Left leg's going to be spinning. Right leg is going to be staying still. And don't worry about speed. Worry about depth of movement. How much movement can we move through the whole hip joint? I think Tuesday was the day of movement, World Day of Movement. So Getting some good movement in today. Change legs, right leg. Spin round. Trying to think about as much range as we can get. High and wide. Back to the first leg, opposite direction. So probably the one that feels a wee bit more alien this time around. Counterclockwise for myself. Just the opposite of what you did the first time around. Three, two, one. Second leg, opposite way around. So maybe clockwise you go this. The spine nice and long. Three, two, one. Excellent. We're back in the stance. Just take your time. Feet are beyond shoulder width apart. Now we're just going to a lateral lunge and we're going to reach to the opposite side. And back up. Out to one side. Reach to the opposite side. Stretch out. So your hands are going towards the side where the leg is long. Try and breathe out as we're stretching away. Good stretch into the adductors, into the hip itself. Use your breath as a tool rather than holding it in. Try and exhale the whole time. Three, two, one. We're back into doing a wee bit of walking now. So heel to toe walking. So we to really think about elongating and pushing off through both feet. So really drive through the heel, lift up. Drive through the heel, lift up. Drive through the heel, lift up. So we're really pausing at that end of range. Okay, so when we're going up, we're going to hold at the top. Roll through, hold at the top. Roll through, hold in that plantar flex position, both sides. Roll through, up top. Roll through, up top. Through, top. Roll through. Stay in that tippy toes for as long as you can. Roll through. Stretching out that perineals, the tibialis posterior. Good job. Roll through. 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 Up. Through. 30 seconds, guys. Almost there. Good work. Doing really well. Roll through. Through. 3, 2, 1. The last one in the flow is going to be just a cat bounce. So all we're going to do is we're going to drop our knees down and we're just going to roll from front to back. So toes come off, heels come on. Toes come off, heels come on. Roll the way forward. Again, nice and slow. If you can hold at the end of the range, do. If you can roll it back super slow and hold at the end of the range, do. All the way forward, all the way back. All the way forward. Bent the whole time. Really come up onto that big toe, get a big stretch for the big toe as well. Hold, relax, I guess. Hands and knees. We're going to turn our hands in the way for the first part of our breathing here. So I want you to take the hands facing in the way. Take a nice deep breath in. I want you to hold the thoracic spine as high as you can, so like an angry cat. Then we're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe out through our stomach. So we're not going to breathe out by lowering our chest down. Our chest stays high the whole time. So we do this for minutes. Ready, off we go. So deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and out through the stomach. Keeping that increased height of your upper back. Expand the rib cage, expand your lung fields, really push your hands down to the mat, push your shoulders away. Keep the height of the shoulders, don't give up on that. Really breathe in, expand, breathe out through belly button. Five, 3, 2, 1. We're onto our backs. Our feet are just going to be up the wall. And we're just going to hang out here for 2 minutes itself. Hands are going to be nice and long overhead. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose as well if you can. Okay, so in through your nose, out through your nose. Nice, controlled breaths. Long the arms. Trying to convince the knees to go straight. Pull the toes towards you. Being foot through the shoulders, trying to go long overhead. Feel that stretch through the scapula as you start to relax. So our backs, last one, into our corpse pose. Hands are going to be open, and we're here for 3 minutes in total. Okay, so 3 minutes in total. So hands open, eyes closed. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Make sure everything starts to feel heavy. Off and go. Put your legs there. Put yourself back in the room. Good job. Just take your time. You're going to be sitting up next. And I'll pause recordings. Good job, guys. Well done. So we did a little bit of mobility there, a little bit of breathing work at the end.